What up, though? Let me get some of this coffee in me. Get inside me. Get inside me, coffee. I touched on that shit yesterday. I guess some kid with a fucked up nose made a video about like getting bullied, and it became like it went viral. And then the mom set up like a GoFundMe page, and he ended up getting like 60 grand.
60 grand?
Something like that, something like 60 grand or some shit. And then there was he's a racist, and this, like, I don't care about that. I don't care if that motherfucker's a saint. What I do care about is this victim culture that we are creating here. Why are you rewarding this kid for going out like a bitch? Like, learn how to blaze back. Take up fucking kickboxing. They got like 20 different types of fighting you can do now. Krav Maga or some shit like that. This motherfucker got 60 grand for going out like a bitch and crying for crying. Quit it. Quit rewarding people. I know like some real motherfuckers going through some real fucking things. My little homie Claire is fucking dying of cystic fibrosis, and she has to fly around giving speeches to help raise money for her foundation. She's not getting bullied. She's fucking dying of a terminal disease, and she ain't going out like a fucking victim. And it's harder for her to get money, too. That's the fucking funny thing. Oh, I'm gonna donate some money and feel good about myself. Yeah, you feel good about yourself, but you're perpetuating this fucking bitch-made behavior. What would your great-grandfather have done if that was happening to him? He would have picked up a fucking rock and handled his goddamn business. This dude made 60 fucking racks. That's probably more than you make, John.
Most likely is.
Probably more than John makes.
I work 2 jobs and he makes more than me.
This kid, he makes more than Chris. Chris shows up to work every fucking day. He's commuting. Chris commutes an hour to push buttons for me because I'm fucking dumb. Meanwhile, some kid just hops on and starts crying. I am not condoning bullying. I'm doing a little fucking but I'm also not condoning, like, yo, dude, like, don't you think it's kind of weird that they just had a fucking GoFundMe set up already? That doesn't seem a bit fucking gross to you? And he is a result. This motherfucker is a result of the society we live in. He is symptomatic of it. He's not an anomaly. It's fucking gross, man. What they're doing with all of this shit, they're chopping our nuts off as men. They're trying to turn us into these feminine victims who go tell. Don't buy into that shit. You are wrong. He would get in trouble for fighting back, and stay getting in trouble. All right, okay, all right. I was fucking, and this is the same fucking Tyrese on there crying about he's crying about his child support payments and shit. And Will Smith publicly gives him fucking $4 million. Like, what is this? Bro, you a grown-ass man. I agree with you. The way I couldn't agree more. The fucking way the child support shit is set up, I like, yo, if we could vote against that shit, I'm right there with you. But bro, you on here crying. You're weeping on the fucking internet, and you get rewarded. And then, I don't give a fuck about the reasons why, guys. Do you understand that? Do you understand that in the call screening? John, will you please fucking get on your fucking job? And it's not about this kid. It is about us as a people, our response to him. Oh, you're in pain. Let me throw money at you. Oh, you feel bad. Let me dump money on you so I can feel good about myself. Who's that good for? It's not good for nobody. Oh, I feel so good. I helped out this kid that someone's not being nice to him. Now I can go around. Now at a dinner party, I can tell people what a nice guy I am. I get to tell everybody what a great guy I am because I went to the GoFundMe and gave some kid who was crying on their fucking smushed face. I get to give him some money because, you know, it felt bad. And this has been happening. A couple years ago, some other, you know, some mother's kid got fucking shot up or something like that. And instead of and then she, you know, hops on asking for like a GoFundMe, she ends up buying a fucking car. Like, I get it. I'm not telling the motherfucker, yo, don't be heartless. I get it. You don't gotta be heartless. But just take a step back. What are you condoning by voting with your dollar? Garnett in the Shy, what up, though?
Rule Joe, what up, baby?
Shut up, man. Hold on, let me turn this shit down. Go ahead, man.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Listen, man, I rarely disagree with you, okay? And this is another one of them times where I don't motherfucking disagree, goddammit. I get sick of this anti-bully campaign. What about the anti-puss-ass kid campaign? Like, what about raising your kid to stand up for themselves, defend themselves? Why you raising your kid to be a pussy? I got 2 daughters. I told my daughters explicit, you don't start shit, you know what I'm saying? You give somebody a warning. They don't respect the warning, you straight to the nose with it because you're not going to be anybody's target. Nobody going to walk around thinking they can pick on you. I did the same with my stepson. He fought back one time, and kid didn't fuck with him, though, because bullies don't want pushback. They want easy victims. That's why they pick on weak-ass kids. You ain't seen a bully yet pick on another tough kid because they don't want problems. Stop raising your kid to be a pussy. Tell a teacher 25 times. No. Tell a teacher once. Teacher don't do nothing. Punch that motherfucker in the face. One suspension from school gonna equal you not getting bullied no more. It's that simple. Like, I grew up in the 90s, Joe. You had to throw them hands. That's why these kids, listen, think about this, Joe. I know you be on the internet. These kids can't fight no more. They pussies. When you was growing up, how many fights did you see where in the middle of the fight a motherfucker caught a one-hitter quitter? Never. You never saw that. Maybe a sneak, it was a sneak punt, but in the middle of the fight, getting knocked the fuck out while you got your defenses up and you fully aware? Every video you see like that now. Because these kids some pussies. They can't fight. That's why they shooting each other from 30 feet away.
What happened to him?
It's the culture we live in. That's the way they change sports up with the little kids. You know, you got to reset the score so you don't hurt kids' feelings and all this different kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just the culture we live in. Everybody a victim. It's everybody's fault but your own. No accountability. And it's fucked up, man.
I know. That's all I'm just saying, man. Yo, like, please. Like, this shit is not good for us. This ain't good for us. Like, we ultimately want to teach our children to be able to stand up on their own. You want to be able to drop your child off anywhere on God's green earth and know that they're going to be able to go fucking get it.
No, they're raising these kids to believe that everybody's nice in society, that everything's fair and equal, okay? And then when they get out into the real world, they leave college and they can't handle that shit. That's why they go crazy. The suicide rate is going up because they can't handle failure. They can't handle somebody being mean, telling them no, before tell them go fuck off. Now they in the mirror questioning they fucking reality, getting ready to hang themselves from a doorknob. Like, get the fuck out of here and shit. The goof-ass kid got 13 different colors in her hair and 8 earrings, and she done fucked 7 niggas in 6 days because mommy didn't say I love you this week. Like, man, get these puss-ass kids out of here, man. All of them, Joe. Even though the ones with money been fucked up. But now poor kids fucked up, too. Poor kids used to be strong. They was going through hell just trying to make it in life. Now they pussies, too. They all soft, Joe. It's our culture. It's our culture. Nothing is your fault. Look at politics. Look at everything. Nothing is your fault. And when nothing is your fault, you never see a reason to self-assess and fix it because it wasn't your fault in the first fucking place. So you just keep on doing the same shit, blaming other motherfuckers, and shit just get worse. If you can't ever see where you went wrong, then why would you ever change? The culture, man. That's all I want to say, man. Good hollering at you. So you enjoy the rest of your fucking day. I love the show.
Garnett. That's why Garnett has the warm line right there. Quit encouraging people to be victims. It's okay to be strong, you know? It's okay to be scared. And like, you know what bravery is? Facing your fear and going forward anyway. All right, let's play. What do we got? John fucking nailed it. Net neutrality. They're voting on it tomorrow. So we're gonna figure out how what that shit means. Is it good? Is it bad? The ups, the downs, and if we like it, what we need to, if we like the direction it's going, what we need to do, and if we don't like the direction it's going, what we need to do. Yeah, I'm still there. I'm fine, bro. Can you hear the music?
Hold up.
Good. All right. Let me just get back to that whole little bullying shit too. Like, look, man, like, hey, this is not coming from the toughest guy in the world, man. I've gotten punked on. I've gotten beat up on. I've stood up for myself. I've went out like a bitch. I know which one feels a lot fucking better. I do. Let's not reward the latter. Go to Claire's Foundation. Go. You want to go give money? Go give money to Claire's Foundation. That's for people with cystic fibrosis. That's for the parents. They can go chill with their fucking child while they're dying, and rent will be paid. You see the difference? Pill mix. Oh wait, no. What day is it today? Is it Wednesday or Thursday? Fuck, dude, I'm all fucked.
Hate it or love
net
it.
Neutrality. I wish it was Thursday. Are you sure it's not Thursday?
I'm quite confident. Now your earlier text makes sense. I was like, does he think it's
Thursday? Yeah. Have everything ready for Thursday.
I was like, whoa, what's going on down there?
Yeah, thanks for, all right. Net Neutrality. Hate it or love it, and goddamn the news. Let's go.
You are checking out the All Out Show with Rude Jude on demand. In what might possibly be the most controversial feature on the radio today.
Bitch, don't play that shit on this radio no more.
This is the place where careers are made.
That shit was awesome. I love it.
And broken.
Yeah, what's up, you fucking poser, man? That shit was whack.
It's time for Hate It or Love It on Shade 45.
Shade 45, what up, though? We got ABC Devo. ABC Devo out of Georgia. How you doing, sir?
What's good? What's happening?
Shit, chilling. All right, so let me turn you up. I'm having a hard time hearing you. Let me see. Okay. What part of Georgia you from there, sir?
Brownsville, Georgia.
Okay.
Shout out 4PF.
And John told me you're 18. You in high school still, or you out of high school?
I just got out of high school, graduated May.
You graduated in May. Congratulations.
Yeah, appreciate it.
You going to school? You got a job? What you doing?
Nah, I'm just rapping.
Okay. How's that going for you?
It's going straight. It's taking off so far.
Okay. Doing shows, or what's that? What does that mean?
Alright, so about to go on tour. About to drop an album.
Okay. All right. And who are some of your influences?
What you said?
Your influences. Who's some people that inspired you to rap?
I look up to like Kodak Black, Lil Baby, and them, the younger new rappers.
Okay. Tell me about the song. Yeah. Tell me about the song.
This song about like all the haters like talking shit. I just told them to get fucked. Like fuck what you say. I don't give a fuck about it. Like fuck all my haters.
Do you have any haters? Have you come across haters?
Yeah, it's a whole part of it.
What are they? What are the haters? Yeah. What do the haters say to you?
They be like, your shit sucks. You suck. Nobody's gonna listen to you. Quit rapping and shit like that.
And you're saying no to those haters.
Yeah.
Fuck you. All right. What if you get haters here? Are you worried about that, or?
No, it's a part of it. It's a part of music.
Haters is all right. Well, let's go to the phone, or let's actually play this song. This is a message to you haters out there. It's called "Get Fucked." 888-742-3345. ABC Devo is his name. Get Fucked.
Devo.
Oh, Devo. Excuse me. ABC Devo.
Chad Barrett made this beat. Smoke that joint until I'm geek. These niggas pussies. Get fucked. Come and test me. Come and try your luck. Good luck. You on a 10 speed, how you gonna bug? It's up. It get risky out here for us. Can't starve, gotta eat, that's a must. That's a must. Turn the fuck up, turn down for what? For what? They say she stuck up, she stuck up at what? Splinter. Down the gas pack, it smell just like musk. Run up a chat, I was in a rush. I go beast mode, I leave you on the hush. Be quiet. Can't stick the G code, I leave you in the dust. No need to reload, don't miss it when I bust. Shoot your gut. Call me Blake, cause I'm gripping in the cut. She a slut, cause she gripping on my nuts. I'm unstuck, cause I'm sipping double cups. Came out the mud, I was stuck in a rut. I'm stuck. Booted up, about to roll another blunt. I'm the shit, cause I came out the dump. That shotty hit, best believe it is a pump. We gonna blitz if these niggas try and punt. Just getting started, can't quit until I'm done. I got the whole starter kit up in my closet. They told a nigga to quit, they told a nigga to pause it. These niggas told cause they acting froggy. Perk swallowing, ayy, I'm a perkaholic. Eyes on me when I step in they party. In the party.
888-742-3345.
James Harden. Switch straight it up.
Hater love it. ABC Devo.
With a two-seater, but this ain't a Harley. I keep a heater. Come and try to rob me. Take a breather. I'm going all the way to the top. Can none of y'all niggas stop me. These niggas pussies. Give up. Come and test me. Come and try your luck. Good luck. You on a 10 speed, how you gonna bug? It's up. It get risky out here for us. Can't starve, gotta eat, that's a must. That's a must. Turn the fuck up, turn down for what? For what? They say she stuck up, she stuck up at what? Splinter. Down the gas pack, it smells just like musk. If you wanna get packed, keep the tools. Ooh, that's my name spelled backwards. Bitches say they love the way that I move. Groove, girl, I heard you about that action. Came from the bottom, I ain't had shit to lose. Ooh, came from the fucking mattress. Now I got a fucking Uzi too. Poo, or you bleeding out that assy. You don't know shit that I've been through. Ooh, boy, my life was tragic. Now I got that fucking dope, make it disappear. Voila, just like magic. Now your bitch wanna let me poke her. Ooh, ayy, I'ma fuck her with my cactus. I've been rapping this shit in a freestyle. Wow, you know I didn't practice. I'm the nigga that's bag all you nigga hoes. They call me ABC the Mackie. I'm gon' bustin' on her back end. I'm macking, I got the Uzi and I'm strapping. You lacking, I'm about to bust it on your black ass.
888-742-3345. ABC Devo is the name. He's out of Georgia. All right, ABC Devo, you ready to holler at some cats? Let's see how they like your song. Okay, 888-742-3345. Let's go. We'll start with Kim in Atlanta, Georgia. Kim, hater love it.
Oh, I want to give you your first hate. And I love giving you your first hate. That was trash. It's awful. And I don't think you need to go back to school. You should just give up on life. My fucking nipples are harder than that.
Shut the fuck up,
that
bitch. You got me so fucked up, you dumbass bitch. You got me so fucked up. You ugly ass. You probably ratchet whore with a lace front. Go work at a strip club, bitch. You probably make no money, you dumb bitch. You got me so fucked up. You slutty whore. You probably born in the bathtub, you dumb bitch. The fuck out of here, you dumb whore.
Derek in Cincinnati, hater love it.
What's going on, Rude Jude? Man, I think that kid, you know, he's got talent, and, like, I think the kids will think it's great. Having said that, God damn, that shit was terrible, man. That was fucking garbage. Go work in a fucking warehouse. Do something. Quit rapping. Just quit.
Dog, I thought you was on my side. You a little bitch. Fuck you, dog. I'm still gonna make it, dog.
Kill yourself, bruh.
Fuck
Just kill
you,
yourself.
My shit be banging, dog.
You're wasting our oxygen.
Listening to my music. I'll fuck your bitch, motherfucker. Ugly ass bitch, you fucking armadillo, fucking lame ass country ass motherfucker.
What are you talking about?
Bitch, fuck you, dumbass.
Oh my God, go in the closet and fucking hang yourself, dude.
Motherfucker, I'm jamming out, nigga. Who on the radio? Now, you bitch ass motherfucker.
Just kill
you ain't doing shit with your life. You actually called this number to talk shit, motherfucker. Get up, nigga.
All right, so he didn't like it. Let's go back to Atlanta. Natasha in Atlanta, hater love it, Natasha.
Jude,
Jude. I fucking hate that shit. Don't ever tell nobody that you from Atlanta. We don't listen to no bullshit like that. This is Atlanta, Andre 3 Stacks. You sound borderline special needs any fucking way. Why the fuck would you even call up here and waste our time? I can't get back those 5 minutes of my fucking life.
You stank asshole, you fat bitch. Shut the fuck up. You sound sloppy as fuck. Shut the fuck up, bitch. You ain't doing shit with your life. You working at McDonald's, bitch. Hungry whore.
Natasha, where you working at?
I'm actually a certified accountant, and I make over $100K a year.
You ain't making shit, bitch. You lying on the phone, bitch.
School before you try to roast somebody. Can you even feel education? Probably not.
Shut the fuck up. I'm jamming, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch.
ABC Devo, can you spell education?
Yes, I can spell education.
Spell it.
EDUCATION, dumbass whore.
And you still sound fucking retarded as hell even saying that. When did you graduate? You need to go back and read.
Get the fuck up, bitch.
All right, so he didn't. All right, so far you haven't gotten one love. Hopefully this next call, Kenny in DC. Kenny.
Hey, my man, look here. I like the record. I think you could definitely do better. But one thing I'm going to say to you, a word of advice, brother. Stop fucking cussing everybody out, man. Let these motherfuckers have their opinion, bruh. You can't please everybody in this business, bruh. Fuck that shit. If you believe in your shit and you believe in everything you doing and motherfuckers doing, man, keep doing, man. Fuck everybody's opinion. The shit was all right. You definitely do better. Just stay focused and keep on your grind. If it don't work out, it don't work out. You got to face them facts, man. But, that shit what it is, man.
Kenny, why you trying to ruin shit? It's funny when he cusses people out. What's fucking wrong with you, man? This guy's a fucking moron. Don't listen to Kenny. Cuss people out. Mike in Texas, go ahead, Mike.
Hey, man, what's up? At first, I was riding with you, but by the time I called in, shit, the beat just left you, man. What's up, bro?
I can't hear him.
He said the beat left you.
I called in, the fucking beat left you.
I can't hear.
All right, so he doesn't like it. Tom in Minnesota, hate or love it?
That was fucking straight trash. I hate that shit. It pretty much gave me a fucking
Shut the fuck up, bitch. Dude,
that shit was fucking garbage. It went on for fucking ever. You never shut the fuck up. I'm mumbling
greasy chicken.
I'm fucking one of my trash. I'm fucking say fucking shit. Fucking shit. There's no fucking trash. I got
motherfucker. Just know I'm jamming.
It was fucking trash, dude. You just need to like fucking maybe okay. Maybe if you did
I'm bumping, motherfucker. I'm bumping, motherfucker. Shut the fuck up.
Crazy on it.
Vinny in New York, hate or love it, Vinny.
Don't fuck.
Listen, ABC Devo, bro, this is what you gotta do. You gotta change the name to Mumble. You gotta cancel that tour. You gotta get yourself a real fucking job. Because that was horrible, bro. I couldn't even play that above 3 on my speakers, dude, because I was gonna throw up listening to you. I couldn't wait for him to end the song and put me online.
ABC Devo hung up on himself.
Oh, my God.
Call him back. Call back, ABC Devo. Come on. Call him back. Yeah, call him back right now. You can't, come on, buddy. You can't hang up on yourself.
Jude, has people hung up before?
I hope it was a lost connection. That we do what? We do 2 or 3 a month for years, and we've only had 2 callers hang up. That's it.
Oh, man.
I mean, like, say what you will about these motherfuckers. Like, at least they stand and they play the song and they stand in line and they take it. So hopefully the thing just dropped. I mean, yo. What?
I mean, I almost feel bad, but like, we can't be spreading that around here. You know what I'm saying?
John, what's going on? Guys, somebody talk to me.
No, we're trying to get him back on.
I gotta go back to work.
Wait. John, tell me what's happening right now.
Let's go to voicemail. Let me one more chance.
So, all right, John. So he ran away.
I refuse to accept that.
Do you think that?
I think he lost connection.
You think he lost connection? Because it seemed like he was game.
Yeah, it seemed like he was driving in the car.
No, he was not driving.
Try it again. All right, bro. Yeah. We're not finished. We're not done with this yet. We're not fucking Vinny. We're not done with this shit yet. All right, Vinny. This is ridiculous.
Oh man.
Let me hear the phone ring, John. John, I swear to God, you don't know how to do fucking radio. Just fucking. Let me hear the beep, beep, beep of the fucking dial tone.
All right,
pull it
all
up.
right.
You're a fucking moron. God, you're bad at this. I can't hear anything. He ran.
I thought he was down to hold his own, but I guess not.
I thought he was about something.
I don't know. I'm not very turned with what gamma is, but it seemed like he was down with gamma.
I don't know what the fuck gamma is either. Here, turn on my little. John, you late than a motherfucker, bro.
But instantly I had to change the setting. But at any rate, all right, never mind. No.
Through. Will you please hang up and try your...
Oh, he's on some bitch shit. Oh, ABC Devo's on some bitch shit.
Just give me one more chance. I cannot believe this is happening. I can't.
Yo, bro.
I cannot believe this is happening.
Look, I'm willing to give somebody the benefit of the doubt, but this seems a bit suspect, doesn't it? Things are going poorly. He started feeling fucking bad. You could hear it in his voice. And then, boom, this is what we got. That's what we have. Is he back?
Yeah, my service went out.
ABC Devo, good. I was worried about. I was like, we've never had anybody go out like a bitch. We've never had.
Nah.
Good. All right. So you still have a chance to come back. You ready to do this shit?
I ain't no bitch. Hell no. My
Good.
phone went out.
So you just have poor. What do you got? Like Cricket or some shit like that? What's the deal?
Fuck no. I got Verizon. That's
All right,
going bad too now.
All right. All right, Devo. All right, we're gonna give you one more vote for love, just for getting back online. 888-742-3345. 888-742-3345. Let's go to Derek in South Jersey. Derek, hey, they love it.
Boy, shut the fuck up. Why the fuck you put that shit on the radio?
You shut the fuck up, motherfucker.
Like,
Get fucked, motherfucker. You hear what that song about?
Yo,
you know
nigga,
ABC
on the real shit, that shit was worse than John's rap battle.
You ain't got shit. I can't hear
I want you and John to battle, and I bet you John will roast your bitch ass.
We straight cash around this way. We don't hear broke motherfucker.
John will roast you in the battle, my nigga, like yo.
No. Hell no.
Darren in Florida, hey, they love her. Darren.
Yo, man, that shit was straight dumpster juice, my nigga.
So he didn't like it. Tony in Florida, hate or love it. Tony, hate or love it.
Hey, my nigga, you should have just saved yourself the pity and stayed off the line, my nigga. You sound like Kodak if he decided to do Flocka, my nigga. That shit was garbage. That shit was garbage, nigga. You fucking trash ass nigga.
Fuck you, nigga. I'm a blow up watch, motherfucker. ABC the label, you a bitch. Just know I'm that nigga, and I'm about to blow up one day. Watch, motherfucker. You gonna see? You gonna be like, damn, I should have been with that nigga from day one.
Do you feel like
good? Dumbass nigga, shut the fuck up. I don't even know where you at. David from California. I don't give a fuck what you talk about. You call the radio to talk shit to me? I don't want to hear that shit, bro.
Let's see if Oklahoma's fucking with you. Stephanie in Oklahoma. Stephanie.
Listen, we don't even really do rap music here, but that was awful. Like, you couldn't understand what you were saying. Man. You went from one thing to the next. I mean, I got a kid here that's like in high school that could do better than that shit. You were just like, did you have a thesaurus sitting there just
ABC the label, bitch.
That shit didn't make no sense.
ABC the label, bitch. Shut the fuck
up. Robert in Indiana.
Yo, man, I got to give you props, at least by being, up enough to do the song, but it wasn't the right song, man. I think you need to keep working at it.
The fuck up, dog.
But you know what?
He doesn't want your props.
Get up there and do your song, you know?
He didn't want your props, Robert.
Oh, fuck you.
Hey, you know what? I wouldn't buy it in the store if they gave it to me. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck you, dog. I don't even give a fuck. I don't need y'all motherfuckers. I got fans, dog. My shit,
Netra
I don't
in
give
Texas.
A fuck what y'all say. You really honestly think I care what motherfucker on the radio calls me up and say?
Okay,
Just think about it.
Duvo? Is that your name?
Devo.
Devo, okay. So here's the thing. I want to give you your props. And what I'm going to give you your props on, just hear me out. And complain and cry and bitch about people that...
I'm losing her. Dave in Oregon, hate or love it.
Fucking crybaby bitch, worst shit I've ever heard in my life. I feel bad for you.
Shut the fuck up,
fucking idiot.
Get on my level.
You retarded fucking idiot. I'm so sorry for you.
Get on my
Fuck,
level,
dude, kill
motherfucker.
yourself.
You ain't doing
Go
shit.
get a fucking car and drive into a goddamn fucking river. I have never heard shit so bad. A 4-year-old raps better than your ass. She's in the living room making fun of you. At 4 years old, asking me, Daddy, what happened on the radio? Oh, my God. You suck.
Arizona. Will in Arizona, hate or love it, Will.
Oh, man, that shit was terrible. I give you your props for calling back, but I was hoping you drove off fucking bread.
Fuck you, Will, from Arizona.
Fuck you. Hey, fuck you, you little whiny bitch. Sound like a whiny
Shut
bitch.
the fuck up.
Hey,
Shut
go
the
fuck
fuck up, motherfucker.
Faggot.
Motherfucker,
And Jude, don't ever play that shit like that on here no more,
motherfucker, eat my cock, motherfucker. Hey.
Hey, don't you sound fucking
Okay.
gay. Don't ever come at me with no gay shit.
You lame. You lame. You gay motherfucker.
You won't come with the gay shit.
You're almost like Tupac, ABC Devo, where you predicted your own what was gonna happen. The song was called Get Fucked to the haters, and it's been a ton of haters. Do you think it's because you were addressing haters that it got haters?
I think that's why they fucking coming at me. That's what it's addressed. All my haters out there. I mean, fuck. I made that song when I was fucking 12.
James in Virginia. James.
Yes. In the immortal words of Randy Jackson, it's gonna be a no for me, dog. You fucking suck. It sounds like fucking nail scratching on a board.
Fuck you, motherfucker. I mean, fuck.
You are not hip hop. You are some shit.
I mean, fuck. I mean, I don't make music for everybody. You right? You right?
You don't make music for anybody. That's some bullshit.
You right? It's some bullshit. But you gonna see when they go on the next level.
I understand what the fuck you saying. You sound like you got a bunch of shit in your mouth.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Fuck you, motherfucker.
Fuck out of here.
Fuck
Mike in Pittsburgh.
Pitbull.
Mike, you the last one, Mike.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, that shit was trash. But hear me out. You sound like a half-retarded Bubba Gump ass motherfucker.
Fuck you, dumbass motherfucker.
No joke. Hey, don't pop off at the mouth because I'll drop my address real quick and you can come to my house any day.
I don't give a fuck what you talk about, nigga. Just know I'm on that other shit. I'm on that next level shit, nigga. Fuck you.
Okay, Bubba. Your lips getting in the way. I can't understand a word you say.
Fuck you, motherfucker.
That's all you can say, motherfucker, man.
Fuck
you. Literally sound like Bubba Gump.
Fuck you.
Get on that shrimp boat.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. I'll drop the address quick.
ABC, you got one love. You got a ton of hate. What did you take from this whole experience?
I mean, I had fun. I mean,
there it is.
I laugh at shit like that.
Yes, people were very upset with you. You did not win Hate or Love It, but apparently you will be on tour, so check out ABC Devo. That was Hate or Love It. If you feel like you have what it takes to win on Hate or Love It, send your shit to hateorloveit45@gmail.com. hateorloveit45@gmail.com.
You are checking out the All Out Show with Rude Jude on demand.
Shay 45, what up, though? As promised, John, you have outdone yourself today. We actually have a real fucking We got like a legitimate person. Gigi Sohn here. I hope I said your name right.
You did.
Yes. You work with the FCC. You were a counselor with the FCC. Now you're a distinguished fellow at Georgetown's Law Institute of Technology, Law, and Policy. And you are here to explain to me net neutrality because I'm a fucking moron. So I'm going to just... Can you please tell me what it means?
Well, the good news is you can be a moron and still understand what net neutrality is. So net neutrality is the principle that the company that provides you access to the Internet, so most people know Charter, Comcast, AT&T, Verizon, that company cannot favor or disfavor any particular online provider. So it can't give eBay preferred speeds and slow down Etsy. It can't give Netflix better quality of service, and Hulu has a lot of jitter. So it's basically the idea that you and I should be able to control our Internet experience. We should have that freedom, and we should not give it away to huge media corporations.
So what is the argument to get rid of net neutrality? How did it even get this far down the road? What has been the argument for it?
Well, let me first turn off my cell phone. That wasn't very good. So let me first explain how we got here, okay?
Okay.
In 2015, when I was at the Federal Communications Commission, we adopted rules that prohibited companies like Comcast and AT&T from blocking online content, from throttling online content, and from making online providers pay for fast lanes, right? Faster service, better quality of service. And in order to do that, we had to re-regulate broadband. Broadband had been deregulated, and that was preventing the Federal Communications Commission from adopting strong rules. Now, why did we adopt these rules in the first place? Well, Internet service providers were blocking. They were throttling, and they kept threatening to do fast lanes. So we felt that we needed to protect consumers, protect innovators by having these rules. So this chairman, 2.5 years later, has decided that these rules are bad, even though they are wildly popular across the political spectrum. He's determined that these rules are too heavy-handed and that these rules are preventing or keeping Internet service providers from investing in their networks. And I'm happy to tell you why I think both of those are a bunch of bull. Would you like to
Can I ask you? Yeah, I would love to. Yeah, please.
Okay. So number one, these rules are not heavy-handed. Nothing has really changed since before 2015. There have been some sort of either policies or rules in place that have required net neutrality. The only thing that's different here is that the FCC now has the proper legal oversight over broadband. That's all that's changed. Okay? That's number one. Number two is that broadband providers, if you actually see what they tell Wall Street, what they tell the Securities and Exchange Commission, what they tell their investors, in the aggregate, they've actually invested 5% more.
What does aggregate mean?
That means all of them put together.
Okay, so all of them put together have actually invested more money.
Right, that's what they tell Wall Street.
Okay.
And in fact, several top executives of the biggest Internet service providers have said point blank that what the FCC did in 2015 had no impact at all on their investment. So again, you have to listen to what these folks tell Wall Street and not what they tell Washington, D.C.
So what's the next step? They're going to vote on it tomorrow then?
They're voting on it tomorrow. It will repeal the rules. It will deregulate broadband. And this is really important, it will prohibit the states from adopting their own net neutrality protections. And that's really important because what this FCC is saying is not only is the federal government not going to protect an open Internet, but the states can't do it either. So they'll vote on it tomorrow. It will pass. The repeal will pass by a 3-2 margin, and then we go to court.
So you can predict this passing. People have already, you already can see where. Is it useless us reaching out to our
at all? Okay, first of all, we've already gotten a bunch of Republicans in Congress to turn and tell the chairman that he shouldn't vote this, but he's going to vote it. Okay, let's be realistic. But this isn't about tomorrow. This is about 2018 and 2020 and beyond, and people voting for their members of Congress who are pro-net neutrality. We're trying to build a constituency here for an open internet, for oversight to make sure that Comcast can't double your prices without anything being done. So this is really about the future, not so much about the present.
So, aren't they already kind of doing it? Like, weren't they doing that to, like, when I go to pay my bill, like, it's like you can get either super fast, kind of fast, or really slow, and they all cost different amounts. Like, isn't that kind of what you're telling me?
No, that's not at all what I'm telling you.
Okay, so what's the difference between that?
What you're talking about is perfectly legitimate, right? The consumer pays more or less money for different speeds. That's not what this is about.
All right.
This is about the internet service provider charging Google or charging eBay or charging Netflix more money to get to you. Okay? Those companies already pay for internet access just like you and I do, and they pay a princely sum. But this would be a second charge to those companies to get to you faster. Now, let me explain what that means for the consumer. What that means for the consumer is that if you like a website that doesn't pay, right, it doesn't have the money to pay or just doesn't want to pay every internet service provider in the country this extra toll, that website's going to come up slower. And studies have already been done that show that the consumer waits about 3 seconds for a website to load, and then they go away. So if you're in the slow lane, if you're a small startup that can't afford to pay this extra toll, people are not going to see you. And if people don't see you, you don't have customers. And if you don't have customers, guess what? You go away.
Who's in favor of this?
If you're a startup and you go to an investor, and the first thing you say to the investor is, you know what? The first thing I've got to do to be successful is pay every internet service provider in the country an extra toll for better carriage. What do you think that investor is going to say? It's going to show you the door.
Gigi, let me ask you something.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So where's the money? Who's behind this? What money's behind this? Is this coming from the giants like Amazon and Google, or like what's the deal?
No. Amazon and Google are against the repeal.
Okay.
Even though I could argue that repeal would actually help them and not harm them.
Yeah, it seems like they would benefit them from what you were just saying.
It would, but again, I don't think they want to charge. They don't want to pay the extra tolls either. They can, and that would favor them. No. They're not behind this. Okay, who is behind this repeal are just a handful of companies, the largest internet service providers in the country: Comcast, AT&T, Verizon, Charter, and their surrogates.
So is this in response to them kind of losing out? Like, they're losing money on cable. People stop going to cable television. People are cutting the wire or cutting the cord, as they say. And like, is this just do you see this as a new way, a money grab? Then
totally, it's really about two things. Number one, it's about the money grab, the ability to put in place fast lanes. Look, as early as 2005. The CEO of AT&T at the time said, we're not going to let Google and those other companies ride on our pipes for free. So number one, it's about fast lanes. Number two, it's about getting rid of any and all oversight by the Federal Communications Commission over broadband in a way that would protect consumers and competition. They don't want the Federal Communications Commission to have any role, even though that's what the FCC has been doing for 80 years, is protecting consumers and competition when it comes to access to networks.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, it gets a bit muddy for me after a while. I'm like, man, it sounds like just like a lot. Let me, a lot of people want to holler at you. 888-742-3345. 888-742-3345. Was the FCC, was there any rules that the FCC was putting on the internet? Like, you can't do this or you can't do that? When I hear FCC, I automatically think about rules. So,
you're thinking about radio rules, okay? So
yeah,
the
exactly.
FCC does not regulate the content applications and services that ride on the internet. Okay, they have no legal power to do that, and that's a good thing. I mean, I've actually had people say, should the FCC, regulate, Facebook's fake news? And I'm like, no, you don't want that. Okay. There are other
I didn't want that. That made me nervous. Yeah, okay, so good.
You don't want that. And actually, I've long been an advocate for the FCC not regulating content on the broadcast airwaves either. All the indecency stuff. I think it's really not. Unfortunately, legally, Congress has demanded that the FCC do something about it, but it's a very slippery slope. But when it comes to companies like Google and Facebook and Amazon and Netflix, the FCC legally has absolutely no role in controlling that content, and that's a very, very good thing. However, they do have a role in overseeing networks. When I say networks, I'm talking about everything from broadcasting to cable to internet service providers. Not the content, but the distribution.
So FCC you guys decide how the providers are distributed? No,
we decide whether they can discriminate or not.
Okay.
This is much like, I think the better analogy is the telephone network, okay? When you use the telephone and when you use your cell phone today, you call who you want, and nobody is deciding that Gigi's call gets to Jude faster or clearer than John's call, right? You are free to make the calls to whoever you want, and nobody is in the middle, deciding whether you get a call or not. And that's what net neutrality is about. It's about you and I deciding what we want to see on the internet, what we don't want to see, and who wins and who loses.
There's a bunch of people that want to talk to you. Let's take some phone calls. 888-742-3345. Gigi Sohn from the FCC, now with Georgetown. Took some time out of her day to answer these questions for us. Sean and Charlotte. Go ahead, Sean.
Hey, Gigi, I want to know why the ISPs, the internet providers, need to be classified as a utility in order to make sure that they stay not blocking internet websites and charging more for internet websites.
I'm sorry, that was a fuzzy. Can you repeat that, Jude? I heard utility, and that's about all I heard because
he said why. Gosh, I'm not gonna be able to. God, I'm so out of my depths in this one. All right, so he wants to know why ISPs are going to be counted as utilities.
So let me explain. Okay, right now, broadband internet access providers are regulated somewhat like utility, not entirely like utility because their prices aren't regulated. So your gas prices, your electricity prices, your phone prices are all regulated by the government. Okay. Now, what we did in 2015 was we took broadband from being completely deregulated to making it more regulated, so more like a telephone service, but not completely like a telephone service. This is where it gets really, really legal. But, here's what's really interesting to me. When you actually talk to young people, millennials who, unlike an old person like me, never knew a world, they didn't know a world without an internet and didn't know a world without an open internet, they think that internet access ought to be regulated like utility, that you cannot live a complete life in this country. You cannot take advantage of all the political and cultural and economic opportunities of this country unless you have internet access. So in that way, it is like gas. It is like electricity. But I want to be clear, in 2015, we did not regulate broadband like a utility, although we regulated it more heavily than it had been previously.
Greg in New Hampshire. Greg.
Hey, Jude. I was calling to ask, I understand the whole net neutrality thing, but shouldn't ISPs be able to charge more to people like Netflix who are using all that bandwidth? Doesn't that make sense that they should have to pay that toll since they're putting so much down that pipe?
They do pay. They pay huge amounts of money.
So they're paying more anyway.
They pay the ISPs. It's about whether they pay a second fee to get to you faster. So nobody is getting anything for free. Netflix pays internet service providers billions of dollars a year to get to the customer. It's about whether they should pay a second toll, a toll that would discriminate, would basically put Netflix at a distinct advantage over competitors like Hulu, like Vimeo, like YouTube.
Luke and Charlotte. Luke.
So my question is, if can we assume that technology is going to continue to get faster and everything else? Won't that make this discussion obsolete once these higher speed infrastructures are in place?
No, it doesn't, unfortunately, because even if everybody has fiber, if you have this bottleneck called broadband internet access, it's highly consolidated. The vast majority of Americans have access to 2 or fewer broadband internet access providers. I think 87% of the country. I mean, that's a huge number.
Why is it like that? That seems a bit like a monopoly to me.
Yeah, it's pretty darn close to a monopoly. In fact, nearly 60% have access to 0 or 1 broadband provider. Why? Well, first of all, it's really expensive to build these networks. Number 2 is when others have attempted, particularly cities, have attempted to build their own broadband networks because it would be good for their citizens, the Comcast and the AT&T of the world go to the state legislatures and get laws passed that prohibit it. In fact, in half of the states in the country, cities and localities are prohibited from building their own broadband networks. Let me say one other thing. I think this is important. Prior to 2002, when broadband was considered more of a utility, this was before the FCC deregulated it in 2002, there was a law in the books that said that whoever was the dominant broadband provider in a community had to open up their networks to competitors. During that time, the average American had access to 13 internet service providers. Now, in a world like that, maybe we don't need net neutrality. But if the vast majority of Americans have 0, 1, or 2 providers, we need it.
Let's say they do start gouging us. Do you think that the blowback will be? Do you think they will start gouging us? Can you predict them gouging us on prices, or is it just going to be Netflix is going to have to eat this shit?
Yeah. So there's several different ways consumers can get screwed. Right. We talked about one, and that is your favorite websites may be slow. They may go out of business because they can't pay the tolls. That's number one. Number 2 is if online companies start to have to pay these tolls, they're going to pass it off on you, right? A lot of these services now are free, but maybe they won't be free anymore. The third way you get screwed, and this is less because of net neutrality and more just because of the state of broadband and the power of these big companies, is that there's so little competition that they can raise prices at will. And that's happening, right? I mean, has your broadband gone down? Has the price of your broadband gone down? Trust me, it has not gone down. The speeds are faster, without a doubt, and that's great, particularly if you live in urban areas, not so much if you live in rural areas. But prices are not going down, they're only going up, and that's because the way prices go down is if there's competition.
All right, I know you got to go really quick, so I'm gonna hit you with some quick ones. How will this? And Connor wants to know how this is will it affect the Bitcoin market?
God, I don't know the answer to that question. I have one Bitcoin.
You got one? Well, you're fucking. You can retire. You don't even need to. Yeah, you don't even need to go to this next meeting. Talk to us for a while. How will it? Video games. Will it affect the video game market?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it sounds like it's going to crush that.
You should care deeply, and people really ought to, push the gaming industry, in particular their trade association, here in Washington. It's called the Entertainment Software Association to get active in this, because if you like a game and that game can't pay for the fast lane, it's going in the slow lane, and your experience is going to suck.
How did this get this far when Amazon, Netflix, all these giant companies with all this fucking money to throw around, like these video games are fucking making zillions of dollars? How did it get? How come they couldn't buy any fucking politicians? Like I don't understand this.
So let me explain this. It's a couple of things. Number one, the cable companies and the telephone companies have been doing this for, in cable's case, 50 years. In telephone case, 100 years. They know Washington, right? They know what palms to grease, who to give money to, how to play the game, and they are relentless. They're absolutely relentless. The tech companies, some of them have only been in Washington for 10 years or less, and they are scared of their own shadow. So, Washington has been, the Congress lately has been looking at these online companies and looking at their impact on the election and on democracy and threatening them with all kinds of regulation. So rather than fight for something that would be good for them, they kind of crawl into a hole and try to be invisible, which of course they can't be, right? They're like the most popular and visible companies in the United States. So it's a different attitude. The internet service providers, they don't care whether a member of Congress threatens them with a hearing or with a piece of legislation. They're going to defend what they believe their rights are. The tech companies, as big and powerful as they are, they just don't. They are scared, and it's hard for me to see since they're my allies on net neutrality.
All right, so where can we send people who do agree with you and would like to make their voice heard?
Battleforthenet.com.
Battleforthenet.com.
Let me say, I think this is really important for me to say before I go. There will be legislation introduced in 2018 that will seek to reverse what Pai and his colleagues are doing tomorrow. I won't get into the details. It will be introduced in the House by Representative Mike Doyle of Pennsylvania and Senator Ed Markey of Massachusetts. Okay? This is where we're really going to need your voice, because we can undo what Ajit Pai is about to do tomorrow. But we need your help. So sign up at battleforthenet.com and let's get active.
Thank you so much for taking time out and explaining that to me in a clear
you get it now,
insight.
Jude?
Yeah, I do. I feel some of those law words fucked me up, but then I use context and I got there, Gigi.
Okay, great. Well, if people want to read more about it, go to my website, gigisohn.com, and I've got a lot of content on there, TV shows, radio shows, articles, and, get involved.
Thank you so much. That's Gigi Sohn, and it's GIGISOHN.com. Check her out there. Battle for the Net. Let your voice be heard. Like, we're all affected by this one. Everyone's on the fucking internet. Some of y'all don't need to be, but we all are here. So, let's fucking get it. All right, let's play some music. Come on back.
You are checking out the All Out Show with Rude Jude on demand.
Hey there. How you doing out there? Did you miss any of the show? You can go to Sirius.com/on-demand. It is Wednesday. Listen to when do we load Wednesday's show usually? Like
tonight.
Oh, tonight.
All
right.
It's gonna be up right away.
I'm just curious, man. Just curious. So yeah, you can hear the show the day of. There's also an app you can get, which also allows you to listen worldwide for all you Army motherfuckers, Navy motherfuckers, everything like that. Air Force and shit. Contractors around the world listen to me talk shit. Listen to me talk shit. What else? Follow me at One More Jude, OneMoreJude. Hey, remember that one? Turn down that motherfucking shit. Turn off that music. Hey, remember that? Remember a couple weeks ago how I told you they have that ASMR? Wait, or is it ASRM? I forgot. There's this shit where people are into hearing other people whisper. And in my constant journey to sell books, I'll do fucking anything. I don't give a fuck. I'll go on I'll go anywhere. I'll do any fucking podcast, whatever. I don't give a fuck. So I hopped on there to slang books. And I did a 1 hour long whisper interview. I don't know if you're going to want to watch the whole thing. But if you go to my Instagram, One More Jude, and click on the link in the bio, you can see this genius interview. And I think that if shit doesn't go well for me here, I have a future in ASMR. Whisper talking. Because I got that shit. Go check that out. Also, my Snapchat is Rude_Jude. And so is my Twitter. And if you want to support and go grab the fucking book, go to Amazon, Hummingbird and Hyena, or hummingbirdbook.com. Alright, let's get that shit.
What the fuck I'm supposed to say? What the fuck I'm supposed to say? Hey.
You are checking out the All Out Show with Rude Jude on demand.
And now, it's time for News from the Chin with John Z. Matthews.
Some people are worried about dead vagina syndrome.
Whoa.
And this...
DVS.
Have you heard of that? Dead vagina?
No, I just took the first letter from each word.
Got it.
I think it's called an acronym or something.
Right. So
you can do it with anything. You can do it. Just give me three words. I'll fucking do it for you.
Expected this week.
ETW.
Nice.
ET-dub.
That was fast.
Yeah.
So this,
I'm like Rain Man with that shit.
The dead vaginas are out there. Well, they're not actually, but some people.
What the fuck does that mean, man? Dead vagina.
It is supposedly referring to a massive decrease in vaginal sensitivity following the use of vibrators.
I don't know, man. I gotta tell you. Back in the day when you used to have a lot of porn chicks come on here, and you would think that they, you know, their vagina sees a bit more action than most people, and they use vibrators a little bit more. They're doing it to themselves a bit more. Man, we would give them some of these dildos and vibrators. This is before all the FCC rules and shit, and it did nothing to them. Remember when we tried to do the? Remember we had the little fucking the chair that vibrated.
Oh, yeah.
The chair that vibrated to the fucking to the baseline, and we'd put porno chicks on it, and they would just be like, "Yeah," and
yeah, it's like, oh, it's just
and then we put
happening?
a normal girl on it, and they'd be like, "Woo!" I'm like, "Yeah, huh?"
I think.
Yeah, so.
That lady talked about using that giant wand or whatever that thing is called.
The Hitachi.
Right. So that kind of wrecked her. But the truth is, according to this gynecologist, she should not have been wrecked because it just you're not building up a tolerance. Any sort of sensation that you feel from that disappears within about an hour or something like that. So I suppose mentally you could develop some sort of issue, but there are no dead vaginas out there.
I don't know. I would like ladies to call in and leave a message. I want to know. Have you blew out your clit? Is your shit blown out? I know that shit can happen during sex. If you hit that vagina too hard again, you're like, whoa, what are you doing, man? And you gotta fucking pull back.
Yeah, and this...
There's been time with my pee-pee man, the same thing happens.
Really? It's sort of numb, or what?
Yeah, I'll get I'll fuck till I'm about to come, but they ain't come yet, so I hold off and keep going, then it just gets overstimulated and I can't bust, then I'm like, great. Which is fine, like, but just don't expect me to bust.
But you'll say that you don't have a dead penis now. It does go away.
I don't know. I can't even imagine what my 4-year-old penis felt like. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Brand new dick, you know. Just the whole world ahead of it.
But they do point out here that...
Tingling with possibility.
There is a chance of having decreased sensation after using a vibrator. As I said, it's almost always temporary, but that can also happen, as you point out, following sex with another person, while breastfeeding, and even while taking hormonal contraception, and of course after having a kid.
Look, man, I think that shit'll go away, but if you're doing this perpetually for fucking months and months and months on end, like, maybe there's something to it. I don't know. And I think it also depends on the person. Some people are more sensitive than others.
How often do women really masturbate, though, with giant vibrators? I mean, the people that you know who are pretty sexual, are they out there masturbating every night?
At least once.
Really?
Yeah. Once a day.
No.
All day long.
Once a day?
Yeah, a lot of them at least once. Hit that shit in the morning, get their day going. A lot of them twice a day. Morning and night. Then other chicks. That's another one. Hey, ladies, call up. Leave a voicemail. 888-742-3345. How many times a day do you masturbate? And if it's not daily, how often per week?
Do you ever break out a dildo when you're with somebody?
Nah.
No, never?
Nah. Actually, once I put it in a girl's butt as I was hitting her doggy style.
But you didn't like that?
It was fine. It was just a lot to be doing, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not that coordinated to be doing, like, you gotta go, you're doing the fucking in and out with the one hand and then thrusting with the other shit, you know. Fucking a lot going on, man. And you gotta keep your balance too. I guess my core strength, I gotta work on that shit. Fucking, I was falling all over the place. I was just like, just lay down. I'll fucking lean into her back. And then, like, I leaned into her, put my offhand on the rest in the middle of her back, and then started jabbing. It made it a lot easier. You ever do that shit, John?
Never. Not once. I mean, it seems like something I will do eventually, but...
When you get back on your feet, that's going to be the first thing you do is fucking sodomize a chick with a dildo while you're hitting it from behind.
That's going to take a special woman.
Fucking champ.
I'm sure the women I dated are kind of wild, but they didn't seem that wild with me. Some of them were, but it never even occurred to me, like, hey, can I break out the dildo? But
time to break out the dildo.
Well, I wouldn't say it like that. I know they had dildos.
Hey, ladies, time to break out the dildo. Little Johnny's feeling tired. Go ahead and break out the dildo. Strap it on me.
What? That I will not be doing.
You wouldn't wear a strap on if you couldn't get your dick hard and then thrust into him with your fake dildo?
I just can't see that happening. But without laughing. But I mean, if she wanted it. If she wanted it.
Oh, you bitch.
But I would not do that. Obviously, I would not do that.
It's a lie. It's a lie. You just said if she wanted it, you would do it.
If she was fucking crazy and I said, all right, crazy lady, I'll do that for you. But I doubt it.
That seems really degrading, you know?
This is just a
like,
fantasy.
My penis isn't good enough, so I gotta fucking wear this shit. Like, fuck you.
It's not gonna lead to
find a lesbian to do that for you.
All right, for the record, I can't see myself doing that.
You'll fucking lie. All right, what else?
All right. There's this rock singer.
What's his name?
His name is Steve Ludwin. Looks like he was a punk singer.
What group is he in?
He's a punk singer who is kind of unknown. I've never heard of him. There's not a lot going on when it comes to his music career.
Why are you telling me about him then?
Because he has, over the past 25 years, has injected himself weekly with venom from some of the world's most venomous snakes.
So he can go anywhere in this world and not die.
I guess in theory. There's
fucking stud.
I don't know about that. This is a bad...
This dude is fucking snake-proof.
Well, there's a chance of that, sort of. He believes that the injections boost his immune system and keep him young. And some say that, yes, he does look young.
Let's take a look at him. He's 50?
Mm-hmm. So...
He looks awesome for 50. The guy clearly exercises.
And now some researchers are looking at him because of all these antibodies he's developed over the years, and they are cataloging them to see if they can develop some anti-venom. But they are in no way supporting this man's bizarre behavior.
Well, look, man, someone, like, if I tried to do this shit, I'd die, because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'd just be like, oh, that seems like the right amount of venom, and then be like, boom, Jude's dead. Did too much. But what's my man's name? We fucking my Australian homie, or South African homie. That I talk about psychedelics with. His name's escaping me. But yo, dude, like, that motherfucker. He does that shit. He collects venom, all that shit.
He's doing some things with toads or something,
and snakes, the whole nine. He's working on venom to help fight things. Like, so, it's out here. It's out here. It's out here. I believe it. That's all I'm saying. I think it's cool.
You think it's cool? All right. But just...
Well, I think it's cool. Like, the guy's not dead. He looks okay. I think it's possible that perhaps maybe some snake shit can be helping him.
All right, but just to be clear, they're saying the fact that he does this and has survived so long is almost a miracle, the researchers are saying. But since he's this freak, they're just checking him out.
Sometimes, man, when you don't know the rules, you don't know what rules you're breaking. Science is a practice, right? It's a practice. You're not an expert here, so none of us are. So this guy is fucking an anomaly, so perhaps they should look into this a bit further.
Nike, they're bringing back the Grandstand 2. They're calling it a dad shoe. And if you click on that link in that email I sent you, you'll see it. Do you know what this looks like? It looks just like a tennis sneaker. But it was first released as a tennis shoe back in '92. And now they're saying here that there's interest in the dad shoe style. Is that true? You're sort of into sneakers?
It's that normcore bullshit. Fucking that high fashion is jumping all over. It's like, oh, what if we just had really regular looking things? It was, remember the fucking Balenciagas that look like fucking Skechers?
Oh, yeah. I will say no to that, but Chris seems...
We did a whole fucking article on it. They're the Balenciaga tennis shoes that are like $500. They look like fucking Skechers.
Oh, right. Sorry about that.
I went and I was just at like some other fucking high fashion place, and it's, yo, dude, like straight up look like Kirkland shoes, man. And I looked at the price, and it was like $600.
Oh.
So these motherfuckers, these cats are straight up dropping $600, and it's like this fucking statement on fashion, and this is where it's come to. Like, let's like dress like shit on purpose to show people how fucking fashionable and beyond fashion we are. This is like this is like going against the grain. Establishment of the anti-establishment. It's like, yo, bro, just make some dope shit that looks sweet. That cuts a nice contour. If it's the ones I'm looking at, like just the all plain white. If it's is it the all plain white Nikes?
Yeah, they have them right there.
Mm-hmm. I don't have my phone died.
Oh,
so I just looked up Nike Grandstand 2.
Yeah, like the little green Nike swoosh. Thing happening there.
This is cool, bro. These aren't even bad. These aren't even normcore. This is more an answer to these shoes are an answer to the popularity of fucking the Stan Smith Adidas, like that style, the Stan Smith Adidas, the Tree Torns that I wear, the Yeezys that just came out, which is just a rip off of any 80s fucking basketball shoe. Not the Elf Yeezys, the other Yeezys that look like kind of like it just has fucking like almost like like a top 10 fucking toe or some shit like that. So what's the deal?
I don't have a release date yet, and I don't have a price. They're not available, but they're saying here that they'll come out in 3 colors, including an all white that you're looking at there, and then another white pair with gray detailing, and then a tonal pink version, whatever that means.
Oh, also like Fila, like the 80s Filas are back. You know what I mean? Like all of these things are just this isn't normcore shit. This is like old school. This is old school minimal. Not the normcore. Normcore people fucking get on my nerves. Like, bitch, that never looked good. That was never popular. No one ever thought that shit looked good. That was never fashionable. You're not bringing anything back.
So if these aren't too expensive, and I got these,
those would be like. I bet you they'll cost like $80.
Yeah. Would you hate on these if I wore these around the office?
Nah.
Okay.
You know what I would do? No.
I'd probably wear them out rather quickly, but
you would wear these the fuck out. Yeah. Actually, I like them. I like them nice.
Yeah, but all my streetwear out there on the trains and buses, they'll get rather scuffed up. But we'll see.
I know. I gotta fucking. I've been walking around on my fucking tree torns. I've been walking 8 miles a day in these bitches. It's like they're fucking. I gotta take them to a fucking shoe shine.
A shoe shine for your sneakers?
Yeah, shoe shine.
What?
Yeah.
No.
I can buff them bitches up and put some white fucking shoe polish on. What am I gonna do? Buy it, right? It's cheaper for me to get them shined one time than fucking buy it. Then when I do lug around the white shoe shine shit with me.
I didn't even
white shoe polish.
I wasn't aware that was an option. Shining up.
Of course you weren't aware. Look down at your shoes. Look down at your shoes.
They're rough.
Do you even own a fucking shoe tree, bro?
I came across my legs.
You're a grown ass man. You're a grown ass man. You don't even own shoe trees.
Of course I don't have a shoe tree. Wouldn't you be more shocked if I did have a shoe tree?
You're a grown ass man. Well, you're older than all of us. Do you got a shoe horn?
No.
You don't even have a fucking shoe horn.
Nope. I will at some point.
Where's your dignity?
That's dignity.
Where's your fucking dignity?
No, those things, again, they're on the list.
I miss when men were men and they had fucking shoe trees and shit. They didn't take any lip from their fucking girls.
Any lip.
You get back in there. You get back in there! Finish the fucking laundry.
Oh.
I give you something to cry about.
Wow.
Oh, jeez. Where's my shoe tree? You don't even know what shoe trees are.
So you explained it. It's that thing that you put in the shoe to maintain its form, or no?
Yeah, basically. It helps maintain the form of the shoe and keep the moisture from fucking with the leather.
And the smell. Boy,
like, think about roads. It rains, it dries, it rains, it dries. The fucking moisture seeps in. It spreads shit out. It fucking makes things contract. It fucks with the leather, bro.
All right. I'll look into it.
All right, the Grandstand 2 by Nike. Look at Nike throwing their hat in the ring on the fucking old school 80s minimal look. Down to the yeah. Yeah, look at that. We even got the little green writing. With the orange Nike shit, that's that old throwback shit. Yeah, buddy. What year did that come out originally?
What did they say here? Oh, shoot. I threw it
on
the floor.
Brother.
Threw it on the floor.
Oh, brother. Oh, brother.
92.
Oh, 92. All right, that's the mid-80s. I was wrong. It was early 90s. But all those looks just kind of blur right into one another. All right. What else?
Some tourist is claiming to have photographed Banksy, the artist, the reclusive artist who's all over the world. And but you can't get into your email right now, or you can just type it in Banksy unmasked or something. It'll show up. But by the way, I don't know if this is true, but there is some attention being paid to this person who snapped it in, where is it, Bethlehem? And there's a guy, it almost looks like a setup. There's a guy with a fedora looking over his shoulder like he's on the lookout, and he's got a stencil on his hand. So,
you think this is just fucking more like just Banksy throwing it, trying to give people the old runaround?
I didn't go that deep with it. I just figured this person was wrong. But
I don't see it.
Okay. But it looks like a middle-aged white guy with a fedora on. He's looking over his shoulder. He's got a spray can. He's got a stencil. And all the signs point to, okay, that's what Banksy would do. But it could be him.
All right, let's I don't know if this is a setup or what. I don't know if this is Banksy is behind this. Let's just take this at face value. Let's say that this is Banksy. Like, that's why there could never be no motherfucking Batman. You know what I mean? There can't be no Batman because some fucking dickhead with an iPhone is going to tell on you. You couldn't even just keep that shit to yourself like, oh, that's Banksy. Psh, fucking awesome. I know what Banksy looks like. You gotta go to the fucking news with it and tell.
Yeah, the guy's 24. Jason's
bitch. Of course he's 24. Of course he's 24. He doesn't know anything about privacy. He was born into this shit. All we do is tell on each other. Snitch, snitch, snitch. Tell, tell, tell. Keep some shit to yourself. Banks, like what? Now, you know. What are you gonna do? Why would you do that?
I don't know.
Why would you do that? Part of Banksy's whole deal is like part of what makes Banksy dope is no one knows who he is. I'm sure there's people out there that know exactly who Banksy is. They haven't outed him yet. This fucking 24-year-old Israeli dipshit gonna fucking tell. Fucking snitch.
Well, hang on. He's from Britain. He's just a tourist. Just
hello, governor. What's his name?
His name is Jason Stelios.
Jason Stelios. And you—that's your home country, man. That's your man too, man. Hello, I'm Jason. Hello, governor. Oh, is that Banksy? I'm gonna take you taking a piss? Let me take a picture of him. Hey, governor. Like, fuck you, bro. Lame. Let me look at this shit.
Some are saying the guy in the photo appears to be this graffiti artist, James Aim or Amy, known as Aim72, who's also exhibited some work alongside Banksy, which some.
But like, let's why are you snitching on motherfuckers, man? Like, if I was like some kid and I saw Spider-Man whoop all his ass and then he was like, "Fuck, I'm tired," and he, just pulled his mask off, I wouldn't be like, "Snip, snip, 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 snip." You know why? Because I got dignity. And I respect other people's fucking privacy. I guess I'm old school.
Even at 24, you would not have blown up your Twitter account with this or something?
I don't know. I can't put myself in that place. I can't put myself as a fucking bitch. You know what I mean? Like, I can't relate to that. I don't know what, like, this dude has been conditioned to fucking just think that it's cool to tell. I'm telling you right now, it's not cool to fucking tell. Quit fucking telling. And I know what you're saying. Oh, Jude, you telling yourself all the time. It's controlled telling. I'm Snapchatting to sell a fucking book, bro, and it's on my own terms. You think I show you everything I fucking do? You think I'm mid-stroke? Like, oh, I sell more books that way. But nah, dude, I don't do it like that. Oh, let me snap this pussy. It's bomb. Yeah, like, then what? I'm a porno guy. You know, fuck. I don't like snitching. I'm tired of us telling on all we do is tell on ourselves. It's fucking lame. We've become like Brave New World or some shit like that. Like, this is it. We just fucking. We don't even have to worry about the government. We tell on our fucking selves. Bitch. You bitch. I saw Banksy. I hope his homeboy punches him in the head. Like, bitch, what the fuck is wrong with you, man?
Well, if you could scroll down, which you can't, but there's a video of, though, another, in April, a woman claimed to have captured footage of Banksy as he worked in Israel, and then you just seem like, no, and he's shooing the camera away. But again, I'm not sure it's him, but this lady's saying, look, it's him.
Look, man, if it's not him, that's great. If it's not Banksy, awesome. If I'm getting all worked up for nothing, and this is an example. This is not an example of us always telling on ourselves for attention.
Well, either way, clearly this is what that 24-year-old had in mind. Whether or not it is Banksy, that's what he wanted to do.
Good point. Go back to fuck you, man. Fuck you, bro. Fuck you, man. Whatever. All right, what else?
And I came across this side hustle for young people, or anybody really, but you can sell your plasma. And
you can sell your plasma.
Well, it's more than I thought. And I made.
How much does plasma go for?
It looks as though at this one place up in Oregon, donors can make between $25 and $100. Well, okay, so $25 and $150 a week. So $150 a week. You go in there, you hang out, and then they separate the plasma, and you.
I'd rather sell my cum. That way, there's kids out there that has my DNA in them. You know what I mean?
You don't have a problem with that on any level?
I really feel like the world would be better if there was more Angelinis in it. Like, think about that shit.
Yeah, but then suddenly you get these kids.
More Angelinis.
All these kids around.
Yeah, fucking little big nose, good eyes, fiery fucking tempers. You know, fucking awesome. Smart asses, touch of depression, hairy back. Come on, it'd be awesome. Medium dicks, just running around. Decent sized penises. That's what we need in this world. More critical thinkers with decent sized penises. Not gonna bum you out, you know? Still open to anal.
Support that. Now
See?
Now,
making a fucking
plasma donation is a source of income for people all over the U.S. ABC, they're saying that 94% of the world's plasma comes from the U.S. 80% of the plasma centers, though, are located in poor neighborhoods. So that's a little sketchy, but...
Hey, broke motherfucker, jobs left. It's crime-ridden, so nobody wants to open up anything in here because you'll rob it, but you can come over here and sell some blood. Sell some blood. That's the jingle. That would be on TV. Come and sell your poor person blood for $150.
But they seem to like young people just because they're
they're full of fucking. They're vital,
right? And they're not.
Speaking of which,
yeah,
I'm down for reach out to the vampire motherfuckers,
right?
And I'll do one of them young people vampire blood transfusion jump offs.
When you get back, that will happen.
And I'll try it out. I'll give them the fucking see how I feel.
It sounds expensive, though. We'll have to see what that's all about. But
well, hey,
I don't know.
That's why you're the fucking producer.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna pay for it. You say, hey, I got this guy. He's got a really good radio show.
I know.
It's pretty fucking popular. Point to this and that. He'll do that. He'll fucking cover it. He wants to see if he wants to see what the big deal is about it. And I'll have you guys on to talk it up.
We're in LA. It can't be that hard.
I'll do the fucking vampire shit. I want to see what these rich motherfuckers are doing. They're spinning their fucking blood. They're doing the vampire shit. You know, and look, there's got to be something to it. Because you know why? Because when you're rich, you want to live longer. You're like, fuck this. Like, life is awesome. I'm caked up. I got a fucking helicopter here. I got a Lambo over there. Fuck bitches. I'm busting them. I can afford it. I can afford the child support. I got that much fucking money.
Well, how far do you want to make it?
Right now?
Yeah.
I don't know, bro.
Are you looking to 105, 110?
Are you fucking kidding me?
No,
I don't even like 20-year-olds. Imagine how I'm going to feel about fucking... Actually, 20-year-olds are cool. Whatever. They're fine. Whatever. But I feel disconnected from them. So I don't even know how I'm going to feel like when I talk to... when I'm 65. 25 years from now. I have to talk to everybody through phones because no one's going to be able to have eye contact and shit. You know what I mean? It's going to be weird, bro. text and everything. Just fucking run me over. Now I'll be up in the fucking wilderness. If I make it up to the wilderness, I'll live as long as I feel like.
Sounds peaceful. How would you get your drugs, though?
I don't know. Fucking take up chemistry. I make my own shit. Be self-sufficient. Get solar power and just make my own drugs. I'll be like a real farmer. I'll be like a real farmer. All right. Is that it? Or
That's what I got.
Well, that's all I got.
Why, you never told me why they want the young people.
Oh, because they're not out there having sex with hookers and doing lots of... Well, they could be, but those are disqualifications. So the younger people, they're less likely to be living this dangerous life, these college kids.
Yeah, they don't want any fucking... They don't want me, and they don't want homosexuals, males. They might not say that out loud, but I remember there was a big thing. They don't want anybody that's high risk of getting fucking AIDS and shit like that. They don't want anybody that's shot up drugs with a needle. I don't make it. I don't make the cut. And they don't want anybody that's fucked sex workers.
Even recent tattoos or piercings.
I don't want none of that shit.
Lack of a permanent address. That's me right now. So I guess I can't do that.
You would give blood.
When I saw this, I still may do this. I may put the office as my permanent address. We'll see.
Oh, jeez.
They'll be like, sir, this is a business. You can't put a business as a residential.
And you'll be like, but I live here all the time, and I don't shower, and this is where I have most of my meals.
Could work.
It could work. Let me know how that goes.
All right.
You are checking out the All Out Show with Rude Jude on demand.
All right, y'all, that was the show. I want to thank Gigi Sohn for lacing me with knowledge. If you want to stop net neutrality, where am I sending them?
You can go to her website. There's plenty there. GigiSohn.com. GigiSohn.com.
Boom. John is the producer. He's the guy that told me it was Wednesday today. I really thought it was Thursday. God.
It's disturbing.
Why is it disturbing?
It's disturbing.
You know what it is? I've been traveling so much that I'm losing. I don't know where. It's like Fight Club. If you go on enough planes and get off the planes, are you who you are when you get off the plane? He said it way better. Like Tyler Durden said it way better than that. Way less stupid sounding. But yeah. Chris is on the boards. Who answered the phones? Pierce? Or Keenan? Keenan. Is Pierce, Pierce went home?
No, he's just bounced around other shows. He's a traitor.
Damn, P bailed?
No, he's just trying to, I don't know, see what else is out there, dick. No, he's fine.
Is he really doing that?
Yeah, he was over, where was he yesterday? That's why we've got these other interlopers.
He was with Jenny yesterday.
Yeah. He's with EW.
Damn, bro, you got no, damn, we ain't got no motherfucker, ain't no loyalty. You just let him leave, too.
Well, I was like, okay, man, if that's what you wanted, fuck you. All right.
What'd he say?
Just that he'd be doing this, and I stared at him, and I said...
he told you what he was going to be doing?
I just looked at him and was like, what the...
You're a bitch.
Hey, it's the end of
John,
it's the end of the semester. He's gone.
John, you're a bitch.
He's out the door.
John,
I was like, fine,
you're a
beat
bitch.
it. Get out.
The fact that he ain't even asked, but he told you?
I know.
You are a bitch.
It didn't go down just that way, but I didn't have any major objections. Like, you know what? That's fine, man. You do what you have to do.
We have our special guest.
Yeah, we've got a special guest today.
Who's helping us today?
Well, we've got a sit-in. Bridget.
Thank you, Bridget. I appreciate you. She'll probably fucking leave us, too, the way you just... We don't even encourage loyalty in this bitch. Look at that shit. God damn.
Reagan is next this week, though.
Are you fucking kidding me? They're just running a train on us. It's like they're just running through us.
It's weird. I don't get it, but it's fine. But we're happy to have
You
Bridget.
don't get it?
I think it's weird. No,
I think it's weird that you
Bridget,
accept that shit. I think it's weird you find this acceptable.
Bridget, we love having you here.
Bridget, you're fucking awesome, but I right now, like, I hate that you feel like you probably feel like you're at dinner and the family's arguing in front of you about you. But like, yo, dude, like, what the fuck?
I don't know,
John.
Hey, we got
He went and just told you. He was like, hey, by the way,
this is what's up.
I'm like, hey, John, come here. Sit down next to me. Sit down. Sit down next to me. Sit right here, John. John, look at me. John, sit down right here. Tie your shoe. John, would you tie your fucking shoe? Come here. Sit down. Yeah, so I was thinking, so peep game. Yeah, shit really ain't really working the way I thought it was going to be working, so I'm going to go ahead and just bounce for these next 3 fucking weeks and
see what else is going on.
See what's up, and you just no, don't cry, John. It's cool. Don't cry. Don't cry. Here, take this Kleenex. Wipe that tear off. Yeah, that's right. Turns out I was smarter than you this whole time, and I ain't learned a fucking thing. So I'm gonna go over here holler at Jenny.
Yeah.
You can train motherfucking a new intern every fucking day, cause you a bitch, and I'm gonna go ahead and bail. All right.
You know, it didn't happen
Here's
just
a
like
stick
that.
of gum.
Yeah.
Here's a stick of gum. Chew on that shit.
I remember it.
All right, bro. Peace. Yeah, bro. It's been good.
What's his last day's on Thursday?
Yeah, don't even call me. Don't even worry about it. Yeah.
Just
damn, John. You know that shit doesn't make you get. That shit doesn't give you pause and like looking you where you want to look in the mirror and be like, damn, man, for real.
Well, it reflects upon, but it's more
the only
complicated.
other time we had an intern leave was because she was a fat girl, and then we did a fucking break. It was on fat people, and the callers got to roast. They didn't know she was big. The callers got to roasting, and she had to bail. She just was like, I can't do this.
Oh man,
it was like on airplane seats or some shit like that. You know, like air travel, fat people on air travel, and they went the fuck in. And we ain't never see her again. She was all like, sassy and outspoken, and then poof. She's like, nah, this ain't for me.
But in this case, he just wanted to test the waters elsewhere, and
John, this is like when someone says they want to have an open relationship, but they the only ones that are fucking. You know what I mean?
Hey, but we get to see
you at home waiting for him to come back from doing whatever the fuck he's doing. That's basically it.
But again,
I want to thank Bridget. Thank you, Bridget, for your fucking loyalty. You did a great job today. Thank you. Appreciate you. John.
I'm going to add this to Pierce's file.
Add it to your file.
Fine.
I like how it's Pierce's fault.
It's not his
fault. You don't
fault.
fucking demand goddamn respect.
It's got another demerit.
I'm going to write a strongly worded letter and then burn it.
Gonna alert the authorities.
What's going on? Dick. Oh my God. All right. That was the show.